Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. Mike again with Hills and Hollers Homesteading and Prepping, and been a great day. Not a cloud in the sky, real sunny. Got to about 45, but the sun was out. I mean, just not a cloud around, and it was pretty warm, but the sun went down behind the hill now and the wind's blowing and it got cold. So I've been out here working on a tractor again, and I got 2 more bolts out, so I've only got 2 bolts left that are broke off. And unfortunately, I'm just beating my head off the wall here trying to get these things out. And I just said, piss on it for tonight. I'm done. But so, you know, a lot of information today I was reading and ran across. So I was looking for open pollinated field corn to plant out here, back over my shoulder, back here in the top of that. Woohoo, that way, back that way. Yeah. Anyways, I showed you that in a previous video. So that's one of the areas we're going to plant open pollinated field corn to feed the pigs. Wow, $30 for a pound of it. I went, wow, where did it come up, you know, to get so high and everything? And come to find out, it's everything. Everything is up. Seeds, even seeds for your garden and stuff. There are a lot of folks saying that they're having trouble finding seeds and getting them. There's a lot of back order, just not available right now. Grain prices are going to go through the roof because of the Ukraine-Russia thing. You know, Ukraine's place in the global market with wheat, it's 24 tons or 24 metric tons, or however they weigh, however they measure the tonnage and stuff of the wheat and stuff like that. They put out like 24 million tons, metric tons, whatever. It's 24 MT, so I'm assuming it's metric tons. And they're 24. The US, I think, is like 46, 47 metric tons. Then it's India, then Russia, or Russia, India, then China. China being the number one. And you know, with the Russia Ukraine thing going on right now, of course, it's panic. Everybody's, you know, the prices are going up through the roof and everything like that. So that's, unfortunately, with grain prices like that, you're going to see an across the board impact. You're going to see beef going to continue to go up. The prices, as if they're not high enough now, they're going to continue to go up because of grains. Chicken, pork, beef, lamb, pretty much every animal that you can eat, minus fish. Of course, now if it's farm fish, you know, who knows? But we're going to see those prices increase across the board. And on top of that, with the scarcity of natural gas right now, and shutting down the Keystone XL pipeline, and pretty much the war on all fossil fuels now, chemical fertilizers are made from the byproducts and waste products of natural gas production. And it's, well, they've pretty much busted that industry's butt. So we're not going to be seeing as much of that as we have in the past. And there's a lot of farmers, and you know, I'm on several pages, farming pages and stuff like that. I kind of keep up with that stuff. And again, and I've said this in previous videos, there's people saying that, you know, what cost them $4,400 last year is cost them like $14,000 to $15,000 this year for the same product and the same amount. There are suppliers now not even taking orders until they actually physically have it on site, and then it's pretty much first come, first serve. These farmers can't even pre-order their chemicals or their fertilizers and stuff. So there's going to be a big impact to farming and the production of food and stuff like that, and even grains in the next couple years. I mean, it's not going to be just a one-year thing. It's going to kind of ripple across the next few years. So, you know, reaching out and to you guys like this, and just kind of passing on that information. There's so many people out there, and I was just so surprised when I learned all this. There's so many people out there that just don't realize how that all impacts and how it all kind of plays together. And you know, grain prices go up, grain gets scarce, everything goes up. Animal prices go up. You know, feed for animals goes up because it's, you know, scarcity there of the grains and stuff. And then of course, you know, with the production and the feedlots, and you know, the big CAFOs, confined animal farming operations, the big corporate size stuff, which is pretty much where the majority of America gets its stuff. It's all highly impacted, and of course that cost increases, just gets pushed right back on the consumer. So we stopped at Walmart today on our way over to pick our boy up from his grandparents, and they had, oh, I was just like, as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh. So because, you know, we're going to put a big berry bed on out here, And as soon as I get the tractor fixed, I've been working on it again. I think I said that already, dirty hands again. But I can't keep things straight today. Um, they had several different, I mean, they had like 2 packs, blueberries and raspberries, blackberries, raspberries, just, I mean, all kinds of them. And I think we ended up buying 11 of these, and they're already transferred over into pots because they're already greened up and everything. So they're already potted and out of their little bags and boxes and stuff like that. So, well, the berry bed got bigger already. So we got that to contend with as well. But of course, I really can't do a whole lot right now until I get the tractor fixed. I've got two bolts left that are sheared off that I'm trying to get out of there. And of course, they're very strong bolts. I think they're grade 12, grade 12.5, grade 12.6. I can't remember. They're freaking hard. And I mean, you get one drill bit will, and of course you have to use small drill bit to start with, and then next size up, next size up, next size up until you can get the extractor in there. And I mean, it's like one use, and these these things are just no good. I even tried heating the bolts and everything like that. It didn't make a difference. So I'm now pretty much out of usable drill bits at this point. And I still haven't got a hold of my buddy who can weld studs on there for me, and we can just take them out that way. I don't like to bother people much anymore. I like to try to do it myself if I can. Part of that self-reliance, stubbornness, but you know, I'm kind of at that point right now because I'm just beating a dead horse and I'm not getting anywhere. And I really need to get the tractor together because I need to get this stuff moved and relocated and get that area right there, start getting it prepped and everything like that ready for this summer or this spring, because I'm going to have to put the tiller on the tractor and really get some work done out through here. Because I'm telling you folks, prepping is something that it is what it is. I don't have to sit here and explain prepping to you. At least I shouldn't at this point. I would hope not. But, you know, prepping doesn't just help you in the event of emergencies or grid downtimes or, you know, weather stuff or anything like that. It's going to help you when food prices are going through the daggone roof, when they get continuously higher, when food becomes scarce because people are going to panic buy and panic shop. And, you know, as soon as they turn on the news and panic and fear, run to the store, buy everything off the shelf, even though we don't need it, type of thing. So we can use our food stores to help offset the costs as the costs continue to go higher. And that's one of the best things in the world, is to have that security just right there. You can sit there and go, man, I just can't afford this, I can't afford that, everything's through the roof, I just can't, you know, do it anymore, or, you know, it's going to take away from this or take away from that. Hey, I'm going to go down to my pantry and eat off my food stores. And you should be eating out of your pantry, because what you prep with should be what you eat. There shouldn't be anything extravagant or out of the ordinary in your pantry that you don't currently eat now. Now, in my exception, is I don't eat grains right now, other than the wild yeast sourdough that we make here at home, and I haven't had any of that in over a week now. But, you know, we put that away. We made a few loaves and we froze them, and we'll pull them out and use them as we need to. But, you know, in the videos where we did individual portions of bread or of flour and yeast and stuff, I'm going to highly recommend you, if you eat that kind of stuff in your home, get it now, portion it out into 1 or 2 loaf portions, vacuum seal it and put it away, because grain prices, like I said, they're going through the roof. And that's what flour is. Flour is ground wheat. Now, whether you get bleached, unbleached, you know, whole wheat or whatever, all purpose, it all comes from the same stuff. So that's something to really take into consideration. Another thing that we're going to be doing here, now we've already canned some earlier on, was we canned some pint jars of ground beef. And right now, the cheapest I can find it, and thankfully enough, it is a local produced product, is $3.49 a pound for 80/20. And I told the wife, I said, yeah, let's get some more of that and get it canned and put, you know, pressure canned and put aside and put away. And that way, you know, as the food prices continue to climb, of course, you know, meat prices are going to continue to go up. We can have that kind of as a backup and everything, and use it as needed. Not that we eat ground beef every day, or not even every week, but that's something that we can have, and it's beef, and it's good, you know, solid protein, good solid nutrition and everything. So, you know, that's just a couple things to pass out on to you, like for this week or the next couple weeks, is look for the best buys on ground beef. and pressure can it, put it away, and also for like flour and whatever type of brand, and put some yeast away with it, and some salt, and do it like that. And that way you have it in the future if you need it. And when we do it this time, I think we've got 4 or 5 more bags of the whole wheat flour. And I said we'll probably do some in just 1 loaf portion sizes instead of the 2 loaf portion sizes, because it makes it smaller, just more handy. And then we'll do some just even smaller, like if you need flour for like a roux or a gravy or something like that, if that's what you're going to eat. And I'll be honest with you, the way that I eat now, I'm pretty much all carnivore. I probably take in 10 or less grams of carbohydrates a day, even if I get to 10, which is rare. But things get bad, I'll be eating them. I'm not going to go hungry, but we do have, stores of meat and everything like that as well, in the freezers and stuff, and what we've already canned. And plus I got chickens out here and turkeys, but those are my egg layers. So that's the plus. We've got a protein and fat source there with the eggs and stuff. And here in the next few weeks, probably going to get about 6 more egg layers and raise them, because these are 2 years old, and sometimes they'll lay eggs up to 3 or 4, and sometimes they'll stop at 3, and I don't know, but I want to have a reserve in place, when these decide to give up. But there's just so much going on right now, and our decisions to raise meat chickens and stuff like that right now, a ton of feed is going to cost us about $1 more, $1.25 more per bag than it did last year. But that's right now. That's not, well, I take that back. That was a month ago. That's not right now with the whole Ukraine crisis and everything going on right now. So I'm sure it's going to continue to go up, even though these are locally grown grains, local to where, in Virginia where we get it. All the prices are going to go up because it's all tied globally. So just remember, guys, buy local, grow and raise as much of your own as you possibly can. Get with your community, people in your community. If somebody's got a big yard, or somebody's got, available land, and they're not using it for anything other than wasting time mowing and stuff like that, talk to them about putting a garden in. Share a garden with them. Do this kind of stuff. And if you don't have that ability on your own property, if you've got a place for raised beds, put some raised beds in this year. Get something going. Start raising some of your own food, and shop like hell at the farmers markets this year. Really put the hammer on these farmers markets and these local growers. This is where you need to get the stuff, because this is the kind of foods we need to be eating. And local provides more safety and more food security. And we can't emphasize that enough. We shouldn't be eating foods from California. We shouldn't be eating foods from Mexico. We shouldn't be eating none of that stuff. Everything we should be eating should be coming from right here, and should be coming seasonally. So that's just my input on it. But anyways, friend reached out to me today and said, okay, I've got this, and this. What else do I need? And I started naming stuff off. Got it. And she sent me pictures of her pantry and everything. I was cracking up. My wife and I we were over at my in-laws, and I was cracking up. I'm going, she's on the ball, boy. She got everything I've told her to get, to consider getting, she's got. So good job, Kim. If you watch the video, I was cracking up. I got a good chuckle out of that. But you are on the ball. And that's, again, lights, alternate light sources, batteries, candles, oil lamps, matches, flashlights, alternate heat sources, toiletries, sanitation, sanitary stuff, feminine hygiene products, toothpaste, extra toothbrushes, medical, peroxide, Band-Aids, triple antibiotic ointment, bacitracin, over-the-counter meds, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Benadryl, naproxen, those kind of, the cough and cold, snot and mucus stuff. I mean, all that. That's what you need to have put away, that kind of stuff. And that way, if things go to hell, I mean, you've got it. And that's all I can put out every time I do one of these videos, is just to encourage you to do more and look and kind of every once in a while review what you got, kind of inventory. And if you get frustrated, just walk away from it, quit thinking about it, and then kind of go back to it, and things will come to you. But in the meantime, it's pretty cold out here, so I'm going in. Take care, keep prepping, and God bless.